There is a metal sitting inside almost every light bulb filament, every drill bit, and every missile nose cone on Earth. It is denser than most other metals, harder than almost anything you can find in nature, and it holds the highest melting point of any element ever discovered. We are talking about 3,422 degrees Celsius. To put that in perspective, steel melts at around 1,370 degrees. Aluminum is gone before you even reach 700. Tungsten just sits there, completely unbothered, at temperatures that would reduce everything else to liquid. If tungsten barely melts, how do you shape it? How do you take a raw chunk of one of the most extreme materials on Earth and turn it into something precise, usable, and reliable? The answer involves a process that most people have never heard of, and it is far stranger than you would expect. It starts underground. Tungsten doesn't appear on its own. It hides inside two main types of ore called wolframite and scheelite. These ores are found in hard rock deposits, mostly in China, Russia, and the parts of Canada and Europe. Miners extract the rock through conventional blasting and drilling, hauling massive quantities of ore to the surface. At this stage, the tungsten content is tiny. You might process an entire ton of rock just to recover a few kilograms of usable material. Once the ore is at the surface, it gets crushed down into smaller and smaller fragments until it becomes a fine powder. From there, the material goes through concentration. Using water, gravity, and magnetic separation, engineers strip away everything that isn't tungsten-bearing mineral. The lighter waste material washes away. The denser tungsten-rich particles stay behind. But even this concentrated material is still nowhere near pure enough to use. So the next step takes the process into chemistry. The concentrated ore gets treated with either sodium hydroxide or sodium carbonate under heat and pressure. This breaks the ore apart at a chemical level and produces a tungsten-containing solution. That solution is then refined further and eventually converted into a compound called ammonium paratungstate, or APT. APT looks like a fine white crystalline powder, and it is the key intermediate step in tungsten production. Almost all tungsten in the world passes through this stage. From APT, manufacturers apply heat to drive off the ammonium and create tungsten oxide. It's a pale yellow or blue powder depending on the process, and it still isn't the metal itself. It's an oxide, meaning tungsten bonded with oxygen. To get to pure tungsten metal, you have to remove that oxygen. Tungsten oxide is placed inside a furnace and exposed to flowing hydrogen gas at high temperatures. The hydrogen reacts with the oxygen in the oxide and pulls it away, molecule by molecule, leaving behind pure tungsten in powder form. Melting tungsten directly would require a furnace capable of sustaining over 3,400 degrees Celsius. Most industrial furnaces top out well below that. Even if you could reach that temperature, tungsten at its melting point becomes extremely reactive and difficult to control. Pouring liquid tungsten the way you would pour liquid aluminum is, for practical purposes, almost impossible. So engineers figured out a completely different approach. Instead of melting tungsten, they build it. The tungsten powder gets compressed under enormous mechanical pressure inside a steel die. This pressing step squeezes the loose powder into a solid block or rod shape that holds together enough to be handled. At this point, it is fragile, but it has the right form. Then it goes into a furnace, not at tungsten's melting point, but at a fraction of it, roughly 1,200 to 1,600 degrees Celsius. The heat is enough to cause the tungsten particles to bond together at their surfaces through a process called sintering. Think of it a little like pressing wet sand into a castle and then letting it dry and harden. What makes tungsten remarkable isn't just what it can withstand, it's that getting it into a usable form requires us to completely abandon the usual rules of metalworking and invent an entirely new set of them. Sometimes the most extreme materials require the most unexpected solutions. And tungsten, quietly, has been proving that for over a century. If you found that as surprising as I did, hit the like button and subscribe to Simple Concepts Explained for more stories about the hidden engineering behind everyday materials. See you in the next one.